Good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Gapes. I represent Pacific Data Systems as the General Manager. We're a technology company based in Brisbane at Brisbane Technology Park, established since 1984, and mainly been a technology company involved in mining and government type applications. And we have a solution that we'll talk about today that is can get that remote data in via satellite telemetry. Because we've mainly been involved with mining and government type applications, we've partnered with Farm Monitoring Solutions, and I'll introduce Phil Whitten, the Managing Director of Farm Monitoring Solutions.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. So we're a two-man show, so hopefully that means we've got twice as much interesting things to say. My background really quickly, 10 years ago is when we started in this space. Ag tech back then was very clunky as far as hardware was concerned, very expensive, and it's nice to see so many new things evolving. We look after water point monitoring infrastructure mainly all around Australia with a product that was made by Observant. Matthew Pry's somewhere around, he might be outside of the room now. So those guys spent a lot of money getting this industry up and running, I guess, for these sort of products. And so here we are now with 400 to 500 customers that have been using this, and now we're looking for what comes next. Specifically, we find the challenge in Australia, and especially where we work, is 3G service. Most of the inquiries we get for livestock water monitoring is areas where it's a challenge of distance is the issue. It becomes an OPEX, it becomes finding labour, it becomes animal welfare, it becomes risk management. It's an insurance product as much as anything. And we've got a list of inquirers that have got properties, one that comes to mind, one circuit of the property is 700 k's to check all the water points. And if we don't have phone service, we can't use any of the tech that we've been using previously. There has been some satellite-based products in the market, but the challenge there has been the recurring cost of each unit connecting to satellite. So that map you're looking at there is a mobile phone service. This map here, which Sean's probably quite familiar with, which is an MLA slide, kind of gives an idea of where livestock numbers are around Australia. And if you look in Western Australia, Northern Territory, Western Queensland and all those areas through South Australia, there's millions of head of cattle there on large properties which have no phone service to connect to a field-based telemetry system. And this slide here attempts to kind of overlay Telstra Coverage, which are those little patchy dots around the east coast and a few other spots in the middle with where livestock distribution is. So what we're trying to show here is a challenge of where we really need ag tech, and that is in areas where there's no phone service. What can we do to service those areas? So this is a product that we're extremely excited about introducing. Pacific Data Systems make a product called a SatVue. It's been used in mining for a long time. It uses the EMISAT satellite constellation, which is a very old as far as being in the market for some time. In fact, I might hand over to Paul and just give a bit more about EMISAT and the importance of that.
Yeah, EMISAT's a geostationary satellite constellation that sits about 36,000 kilometres above the Earth's surface. Was established in the late 70s by the International Maritime Organisation, and you can understand some of the challenges those in the maritime sector have with connectivity at sea. So for land-based applications, it is very much a robust, reliable satellite network, and we chose to connect to that network for those very reasons.
Great, Paul. So what we're looking at there on that slide, the technology on the left is our satellite gateway. It's solar powered, it's got satellite modem on board, and it also has one of those other little guys that's on the right hand side, which is a radio module on board. So it becomes a gateway unit. So what this product offers is a single satellite connection point, which can then link out to, if required, up to 30 or 40 other water points by radio. So what this enables us to do is to start at the back end of cattle and sheep stations, which are the furthest from the homestead, where there is no phone service, set up a gateway, which is at a water point, doing its own monitoring, and that one can link out to others within 20 or 30 k's in either direction of it. So we end up with a nice network of water points that are all linked back to the gateway. And mindful of the time, I've only 1 minute left. The exciting part about this is that we'll be able to offer a recurring fee of under $5 a water point for effectively a satellite connected technology. So if we do a return on investment on that, I've got the 1 minute warning, it's extremely quick, it's extremely affordable, it's a robust technology that's been used in mining for years, it's a reliable satellite service provider, so that hits all of our sweet points for technology that needs to be installed in remote areas. And that's just a quick schematic of how a typical setup might be, with a gateway set up, linked out to various applications such as stock water, rainfall, flows, soil moisture. We are mainly talking stock water, so we think the challenge is mainly water levels, water flow and rainfall. And there's a quick look at the dashboard, so as you can see, and that's important. As far as we're concerned, the user needs a nice dashboard to easily see how the data looks online. So we're out of time. We've got a booth out in the AgTech display. You'll find Paul and I there. We'd love to talk to anyone who's interested. Thank you.